Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Welcome to just making sure I got the right, okay. Hi, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. We look at the actual news. This is News with Friends. So everything we talk about, well, unless stated otherwise, is from reputable news sources. We go through the actual news, and then I can look at the astrology or look at the tarot or whatever else, see if we can get any insights. But ultimately, this is News with Friends. So thank you for being here. Huge thank you to my mother. My heart. Because this morning I turned on my computer and hit the button on my computer and it was dead. And I mean dead, like gone, like, and that was a shot of adrenaline. So yeah, it's been a morning, but it turns out, at least so far, it turns out it was my the power cord with the box on it and the whole thing. And so I'm waiting for a new one to be delivered. And my mother was kind enough to loan me her charging cord. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to make this work. All right. And yes, mid-century giddies. I love this. I absolutely love this. I need cards. And if it would be a travesty to have this overlay and not use the Housewife's Tarot. And today's nails, look how fun these are. They go from blue to purple. How cool is that? It takes so little to make me happy, but how cool is that? I love these. Anyway, okay. Valerie says the blue screen of death is what I had. Oh man. Is it working now or? Oh, less. Okay, we've got a lot to cover. And where's the camera? All right. It is 2 minutes, 40 seconds in. We have a lot to look at. And I am not seeing anything here about, yeah, we'll have to look at that too. All right, we'll wait on that. Let's start at 3 minutes in with, you were talking about it in the chat. Guess who just got moved to a federal penitentiary in Texas? Oops, it helps if the caps lock is not on. The Ghoulaine has been moved to a federal prison in Texas. Aha. Mercury retrograde is just crazy. Whew. James Senki? I'm so sorry. James is saying Epstein is still in the news. Okay. Rita's asking why. DL's asking, sure it's a penitentiary? Let me hit save there. And I despise this woman so much. So much. Federal prison camp in Texas. Moved from a Florida prison. She's been moved from a low security federal prison in Florida to a less restrictive federal lockup in Texas. That's what the cards are saying. Her life just gets easier and easier. Her transfer to a Bureau of Prisons camp in Bryan, Texas, excuse me, came after 2 days of meetings she had last week in Tallahassee, Florida with top Justice I use that term loosely. Department official Todd Blanche. Now, where she had been in Florida, they have nicknames for different parts of the prison. She had been in the worst part, which is called the snake pit. And then they moved her to the honor roll, or the honors area or something for inmates who really complied with everything, et cetera, et cetera. And then she got a little job working in the law library. And she had guards who would walk her from her cell to the law library and back every day. But now, she's been moved from a low-security federal prison in Florida to a less restrictive federal lockup in Texas. Her attorney confirmed on Friday, that's today. And Maxwell's lawyer did not explain why the 63-year-old was transferred. And yeah, Blanche asked Maxwell, quote, maybe about 100 different people, unquote, her lawyer, Marcus, last name Marcus, said. So we don't know. Yes, Jan, fancy that. Rita, I agree. This is really messed up. Janus's test, hello. Mercury in retrograde, messing up all the perfect plans we made. Yeah. Rob D says, she's there to solve some traffic issues, no doubt. That was good. Mm-hmm. So why was the ghoul moved to an easier time? This is my evidence card. Nine of Cups. That's a card for the reading. Judgment. Well, she has faced judgment. There's the Empress. That's not the country. Usually my Empress card is the country. That's her. I cannot express to you the entitled, selfish, narcissistic, sociopathic nature of this woman. And I cannot express that to you enough. Eight of Swords. So, hemmed in. Oh, poor dear. Like the girl who tried to swim away from Epstein's Island, but got picked up and brought back. Yeah. Four of Wands, Trump's base of power, but this is also this is my card for generally four of Wands is a vacation or retirement card, but it's certainly a good time. Three of Swords, legal swords through the heart. Let's see if we can get some more information because grr. Oh, something happened to Valerie? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Lewis is asking, I wonder if Cruz, Abbott, and Paxton are on the list. Although I have to say, for this one day, I will have something nice to say about Cruz. I know. Doesn't mean I like him, but I will later on have one nice thing to say about Ted Cruz. I know, crazy. Oh, Valerie, I am so sorry. Big hug. Oh, huge hug. You poor thing. Mm. Bless. Okay. I know. Dude, let's find out more. Is Ghoulaine on her way up and out of the prison? I'm not saying Cruz is a nice person. I don't like Cruz. You know I don't like Cruz. I'm saying later in this episode, I will have one vaguely positive thing to say about Cruz. That's it. And I could be wrong. Anyway. Oh, Valerie, poor thing. Oh boy. Okay. 10 of Cups, happy family. That's the card for the reading. Huh. Queen of Pentacles. She's up to her eyeballs in this. Temperance. I don't like that Temperance card. 3 of Wands, waiting for her ship to come in. And there's the Empress. And there's some evidence. Well, she said that she will talk to Congress if the Supreme Court hears her case. Yeah. I'm not liking this at all. Warrior Witch says, fun fact, Ted Cruz once gave a TED Talk in front of a sign that read, Char Ted. I didn't get that till I read it out loud. Oh my gosh, that's a thing. That's a thing. Oh, that was good. Well, it's not as bad as back in the day when there were various actors, you know, Tom Hiddleston and all these others who I guess were taking part in, they were doing the rounds to promote various movies and stuff. And they were on the one particular little series of interviews, what have you. And so there was he's sitting there and there's this big sign right next to him that says, done in 60 seconds. And it was like, I don't know that's that's really the sign every man wants right there. I'm just saying, to talk quickly, That's all I'm referring to. Talking quickly. Yeah. Anyway, Ace of Pentacles. Well, I wonder how much money her father has. This could also be evidence. So, chaos, sleepless nights, pick and choose. She's going to have her picking and choosing of little treats, and I keep getting cards that her situation just gets nicer and nicer and nicer. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. It isn't a matter that I don't know that even Dumpy is dumb enough to go straight from here to commuting the sentence and out of the country she goes. It seems more like they're stringing her along a little bit. I don't know empathy for her, but Might be a little, they're trying to boil the frogs. So don't do something suddenly, just slowly, 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 slowly. Hmm. We know what she did. We know what she did. There's no question. I don't have to say allegedly. We know what she did. And look at this nice big move. Oh, interesting to get the Hanged Man when it comes to this topic. There's Dumpy, the man. And she's sitting pretty. I'd say this is generally a card of celebration, but so is she being on her way to being pardoned and or sentence commuted? And no, they're dragging her. No, they're dragging her along, stringing her along, I should say. We know the history. Queen of Swords, Page of Wands. Which makes me wonder, how does she not have access to the videos? The compromat. Because if she had the compromat, you would think that she would just say, hi, you're going to let me go now. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Jen says, forget her. Why can't we just see the files? Ding. Is this true? Elon tweeted about women should be owned and traded, that we're meek. You're adorable. We're meek. Please. Oh yeah, Rose Blue, we were talking about her being transferred. Thank you, Traveling Tarot. That's very sweet. I love your hair color. It's beautiful. Anyway, thank you. It is awful. I agree. Yeah. Okay. What? Hang on. Let me check the news. Where did you see that, my friend? Where did you see that? It's not coming up on the, maybe it's like super, like just happened, because it's not coming up on the Apple News app. Do, 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 do. Hold, please. I would hum The Girl from Ipanema as elevator music, but the copyright owners of that song are particularly litigious. That's why you don't often hear The Girl from Ipanema. No, they're talking about the kind of thing we're talking about right now. Okay. Oh, here we go. CC Ryder, Washington Post, Trump in a new warning to Russia says new U.S. nuclear submarines will be sent to appropriate regions. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Coral. Reuters, Trump orders nuclear submarines move near Russia. Oh, grand. Okay, let's have a look at that. Yes, Beth, exactly. Mm-hmm. All right. So, family of Virginia Giuffre urges Trump not to pardon Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell. Well, yeah. I don't have a way to plug this in right now. Hang on. Where's the cord? Hold, please. I'm struggling. I'm struggling today. All right, hang on. Is there something here? Is there somewhere here I can plug this in? Oh, please. Oh, please. Look, amongst yourselves. Wait. Ah, medic. No. Where's. Okay, what are you doing? Stop that. Okay. Okay. All right. La. Hey, all right, now we're cooking with gas. It's a day. There we go. So at 22 minutes in, Trump moves nuclear submarines to, near Russia. Yay. CC Ryder saying every media outlet and Democrat needs to hammer Texas lawmakers about the ghoul being moved to Texas. Get them on the record. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Oh, look, I literally cut the deck and it was the death card in the chariot. It was like, okay, on the nose. We're in the right energy, I guess. Whew. So do I think he's going to start something? Probably not. And my understanding is nuclear submarines have more than just nuclear ordnance on board. Giovanna is asking, is he sending them to help Putin? Distract, distract, distract. Really? Oh, dear. Yeah, this is a distraction. He's trying to push the topic to the side. I worked very hard over the years to deal with my stuff so that my scorpion stinger No. No. Anyway, there's the emperor. That big tub of lard. Oh, by the way, I'm not kidding. That's literally what this is. Anyway, tub of lard. Oh, the Mar-a-Lago card. Yeah. Two of Wands, far right communication, something else to talk about. Knight of Swords, yes, send them out there, send them out. This is the loudest card in the deck. Yeah, we'll just send them out there to make as much noise as possible. And about what was done to the girls, yeah, we'll just push that out of everyone's minds, because he has all kinds of things he's going to try to distract with. He's trying everything. Well, it's probably my age, but I've just reached a point in my life where there aren't many people in my life who make me angry, because I'm done. I'm done with it. I don't ask much. Basic decency, reason, just be an adult. We're good. So if someone can't manage that, bye. Yeah, Tracy, that's what we're looking at. Is he actually going to go full-blown stupid? I mean, we know he's stupid, but Lois is saying Trump uses that fear factor for sure. And there's a lot going on. CC Ryder always has good information. Washington Post. Trump said Friday he ordered 2 nuclear submarines to be positioned in the appropriate regions after former Russian President Medvedev reminded the U.S. that Moscow still has nuclear strike capabilities. Distract. Yeah, this topic isn't going away, you orange idiot. There's the government. There's the plan. It's not going away. Card for the Rings, Knight of Cups. Another card is Queen of Cups. This is not going away. This is people wanting Ghoulaine to be held accountable. She thinks she's an empress. In reality, she comes up as the Queen of Cups because Epstein comes up as the King of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Poverty, sickness, Hanged Man. Russia is smoke and mirrors at this point. Its economy is shot. Its infrastructure is gone. Its young people have fled or they're no longer alive. They are a paper bag that looks scary at this point. That's kind of it. That's kind of it. And this isn't going away. So yeah, try to distract. Is he actually going to do something? I hope not. Bernie says, but they're still attacking Ukraine. Oh, they're attacking. But the best word I could use is cannibalizing. They are cannibalizing their own country to keep fulfilling Putin's insanity. Seriously. Ten of Swords, King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, talk about America first. I'm so sorry I missed it. Somebody in the chat said, talk about America. What happened to America first? Yeah, this is expensive. Russia's, yes, doing damage to Ukraine, but they're not in good shape. And this is Mr. Bluster. Ooh, look how big and tough I am. This is expensive. And the original problem is not going away. So yeah, I'm not getting panic. I'm really not. You know, of course, no one who does this is 100% correct. That's not why we're here. We're just seeing what's in the collective energy. But I'm not getting super scary cards on this. I'm getting a whole lot of distraction. Hello, Ghoulaine. CC Ryder's asking, maybe perhaps a read on how moving the ghoul to Texas will impact Texas lawmakers during midterms. Honestly, it feels like that's a long way away. Long way away. I really have trouble believing she's going to be in Texas in even next year. This isn't over. Yeah, this isn't over. So yeah, I don't have King of Swords. We have a mighty military, as befits a Cancer, a Sun Cancer who has Mars and Uranus in the 7th house of the other. Technology, and Mars rules Aries. Mars is a god of war. It's how you take action and certainly if crossed. And Cancers are very, very protective. Mama bears. So that's that. But beneath that is this idiot emperor. Democrats just here. Trump he's throwing everything at this he can to distract. Two of Swords. Oh, big, scary military decisions. It's a 2. It's a 2 of a minor arcana. Sorry, my stomach growling. Yeah, and yeah, stress not. That's what I'm getting. Stress not. So, oh yeah, the ballroom. Huh. Innocent Potato says I'm an Aries sun and a Cancer moon. I'm guessing no one should mess with you and yours. Yeah, no. I wouldn't. And that is glorious. Because we need. Thing I love about astrology, one of the many things I love about astrology is it says we are all supposed to be different. We all have our own energy to contribute. We all have gifts. We all have our own difficulties, but we're all supposed to be different. So, okay. Now let's move on to this because I want to make certain we get to this one at 34:30. Okay. You know how the jobs numbers keep coming out? And they seem they're surprisingly good considering everything that's been happening with the tariffs and the bonkers billionaire budget, etc., etc. Well, nobody's really surprised that it turns out they are now revising those earlier numbers from the last few months for the jobs numbers. And it wouldn't surprise any of us that the numbers are lower. They've been they're lower. Yeah. It's how much lower. Okay. It turns out the administration lied about the jobs numbers. I know. Who would have thunk? Not only are net jobs for July drastically lower than forecasted, but May and June's numbers were revised down. Okay. I don't normally do this, but you need to. I'm going to pull up my little Canva whiteboard because you need. I need you to absolutely know, not just like, oh, what numbers do you have? Oh, no. Okay, jobs numbers. Okay, so 1 second. At May. Let's start with May. All right. I just wanted to make sure that I had this before I shared it. Okay, clearing that up. Share screen. You don't need audio. There you go. Okay. All right, here we are. Can you see that? Just double checking. Make sure you can see it. Okay, jobs numbers. All right, you ready? Let me go back here. All right, jobs numbers. May, June, July. This is 2025. I'll do it this way. And we'll make this bigger. Oh, let's make this much bigger. Oh, that's what it's doing. I apologize. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, make this smaller. There, okay. All right, so in, put that there. All right. So this was the original. And this are the revised numbers. Still with me? I know. So this can be a little, I can be a little annoying with my little graphics, but bear with me. Okay. The original numbers for, wait, was it over? All right, May's numbers were given to us as 114,000. 114,000 jobs. June's numbers were given to us as 147,000 jobs created. Okay. All right. July were projected to be 117,000. Okay. And now the revised numbers for May. Revised numbers were 19,000. The revised numbers for June. 14,000. The forecast for July. The forecast. So these could get lowered revised in future, is 73,000. Yeah, this is why I'm wasting your time making a graphic so you can really see, because holy buckets. That's not subtle. Yeah. So, seeing, did I miss any comments? I don't see any comments there. Okay. So, there we go. All right. Just want to make sure you saw that, because economy is the best it's ever been. At least that's what Dumpy says every single day. Isabel saying, summer often means higher employment. This spells huge trouble. Oh, yeah, Lois. Yeah. Economy is very much retracting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Prof says the winking pumpkin says it all. Well, not the winking pumpkin is actually for the channel, because we're friendly. But it's Black and Orange channel. You know, it's named after the colors for Halloween. But yeah. Wow. Che is saying record profits, still laying off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is UBI? Sorry, I can't think of that off. Over. Warrior Witches, welcome to October. The pumpkin season commences. That's cute. That cheered me up. Universal basic income. Thank you, Political Flow. Warrior Witch, thank you. You know, the Lover's card is Major Arcana, and it is often it means, it refers to the Mago, the cult, the personality. In the Housewives Tarot, these two are headed right off a cliff into the water. Hey, Maga. Page of Swords. You were willing to go through a whole lot of pain just to own the libs. Really? How much pain? Because Cha-Cha Brown, hope this helps for your coffee. Oh, thank you. No, that's wonderful. Thank you, Cha-Cha Brown. Thank you so much. It really makes a difference. Thank you. Four of Wands. Don't forget that there is a quite believable story. You can Google it. That back when Dumpy's casinos were failing, there was one of the managers at the casino who was called to Dumpy's office and was told, these revised numbers, yeah, you need to sign that. And he said, this isn't right. I'm not. this isn't accurate. And he was told, you need to sign that. He said, no. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups. Yep. Just wait. It's going to give power to Democrats like nobody's business. Like, he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about anybody. He's a narcissist. I know. You love hating Democrats. I know. But we've been trying to tell you. We've been trying to tell you. We're not the enemy. Anyway. Okay. Julie says, I wouldn't trust Trump with a stapler. Agreed. I wouldn't want to be in the same room with him. So I've got it looking a little unkempt here. There we go. Little tidy. No, I've been saying for quite a long time that I have a basic rule, which is this person. How would I feel if I was trapped in an elevator with this person for an hour? Alone in an elevator with this person. If it was Kamala Harris, she would be all over it, sorting things out. If it was Barack Obama, heck yeah. Oh, that would be glorious. I bet he'd be great to just, we'd just be talking, and I bet it would be fine. Be like, okay. He'd be he'd be calming, but also it would be nice. It would be nice. Trump. I would be scared. I would in my pocket, I would move it so my keys were sticking out from my fist. I'd keep it hidden in my jacket pocket, but I would quietly arm myself in any way I could in self-defense. That's a fact. Anyway. That 48. Oh, Cosmic Goat Lady had a general question, and we've done some really heavy stuff today. I want to make so let's do this one. Cosmic Goat Lady was wondering: is Trump President Wilson reincarnated? Why Wilson? I'm really curious. What makes you think Wilson? Carla says you could take him. I only believe in violence and self-defense, but I believe in violence and self-defense. Why Wilson? No. I mean, Trump is not Adolf with the funny mustache. No. But he's not Wilson. He's not Jackson. No, he's his own brand of awful. And the amount of the cult he has created, the damage he has done to the innocent, justice and judgment. Look, Donnie may not see full justice while he's alive, but when he passes and his soul pops out of his body, he will sink to the level of vibration that his soul is on, by his choices. And it will not be pretty. It will be dark. It will be compacted down. Oh, well. I don't think he's Caligula. He's Caligula adjacent. But Sassy Cat asks, he has a soul? I know. Oh, gosh. Trump. So basically, if you want to know about somebody's past lives, you need to contact their higher self. Because in the same way that the divine to the angels to the and on down, it's like a fractal. One of those big and then small, and then smaller, and then smaller, and smaller, and then smaller. And we're down fairly far. And you have this crown chakra on top of your head. It's connected to your higher self. It's connected to spirit, the divine, everything on the other side, angels, those who love you, whom you love. And you can picture it basically as your higher self is a piece of your soul in your body is a tiny piece of the divine. Every one of us has it. But our full souls, they couldn't fit in these bodies. They just burn them out. So, or you couldn't keep cohesion. We're at a very low vibration area compared to what's higher. But we have these higher selves. So that the bulk of your soul is actually, in another lack of term, dimension. And there's just, it kind of comes down. Well, all of your all the other lives you've lived, they're like spokes coming out of that. Like your higher self is the hub. I hope this makes making sense. It's the hub of the wheel or the sphere, the Koozball, whatever, however you want to picture it. And that's why things done in one life, the energy can leach into your life, but you are your own person. And while myself and my past lives, future lives, we share a higher self, we share a hub, I'm me. And there's only one me. There will only be one me. And that's okay. But for most of my life, I've believed, even though I was raised in a religion that didn't believe, I believe very, very strongly about that I had these past lives. And I refer to, like, even my most recent past life, it was her. And it's her. It's not, I'm me. We share a higher self. So it's like we're related, but I'm not her. And I'm not him, and I'm not him, and I'm not her. Does that make sense? So Trump has a higher self. And if you want to know about somebody's previous lives or future lives, you have to deal with the higher self. And yes, even in physics, advanced physics, granted, but even in physics, there is very, very strong likely that the entire universe happened like that, and we're just taking the long way through it. We're just taking the scenic route through time, but the whole future already exists. The past exists. Yeah. So Trump's higher self, long suffering. Every time I've in my mind's eye, I've gotten anywhere near Trump's guides, they're just standing there like I know. He's made all these decisions that's lowered his vibration so hard that he has no idea he has guides. None. And they're just like, so Mythic Dolphin says, my first earliest memory was, I'm alive again, and a flood of joy and happiness at the realization. I love that. Yep. I've met people that I've known in other lives. I'm convinced of that. Nettie says, Autumn is the higher self. So Autumn is the higher self is yucky. Can they send that down to your current self then? You make decisions in this life about what vibration you're going to be at. Are you going to be a good person? You're going to be rotten and cruel and selfish and horrible. The better a person you are, the more you resonate with those higher energetic levels. But as far as blasting the higher vibration downward, yes and no. So Julie says, so do his guides just stand by and let him crash and burn? It's not a matter of letting him. It's a matter of what can they do? Because the universe already exists. I mean, the past and the future. If you could sit on a photon, you would see all of the universe from beginning to end. That's in science. This is more the mystical. So are things in our lives fated? Yes. Do we have free will? Yes. It doesn't make sense, but it's just how it is. So Louis said he grabbed them by the photon. That was good. All I'm really for some reason all I'm really picking up on for his past life was like his mother was mentally ill. There was cruelty there. But this was back in the day. But it had a profound effect on him, and he's still walking around with that with misogyny. Julie says, mind notify me to pay attention. They may be able to find a way to guide him more successfully. Well, they're trying. They're trying. He also has a lot of there's just a lot of traffic or people around milling, moving, trying to get a message to him, stop this cruelty, and his guides are like. So let's ask for fun. Dumpy's higher self, actual higher self. Of which Dumpy is only one little spoke. So that's the other thing. Why not? I don't understand why we're at this level where it's so hard to remember past lives and what have you. That would help us. Yep, all the spokes. Oh, he's Mr. Big Man here. Emperor, magician, strength. So, yeah, he's Mr. Big Shot in this life. Yay! 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles. I'm not getting anything about his higher self. I'm getting, it's all about him. He was born wealthy. Daddy's boy. Narrow-minded, very, very hemmed in. Wheel of Fortune just got him to rise straight up. And then Five of Pentacles, he is morally and emotionally bankrupt. And often in real life. So, you know, that was talking about his past lives, but this is just him. So he's doing what he's here to do, and that's heinous. Ideas of the flow. Thank you so much for helping. I heard of a lot of time traveler stories about people trying to come back and unalive him. Now we know why. Hang on. Music Mansion says it's starting to wear him down. Well, he is aging. Rob says, Wheel of Fortune, the game show card. Yes. And Lisa says he was a robber baron. I don't know that he was that grandiose. I'm getting that he's Mr. Big Man now, but he wanted to be that grandiose. But that's not what I'm picking up. I could be wrong. So, all right. Jacob says I would hug Trump if it would help others. The needs of the one outweigh the needs of the few. The second part I don't understand, but yeah, I mean, sure. But your picture looked like you're male, and maybe that's a part of the difference. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, I was just double checking the chat. Okay. I am male, says Jacob. Jake. Yeah. That might be the difference. There's no way I would hug him. No way. No. No. Absolutely not. Oh. Anyway. Okay. That's gonna do it for me for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for continuing to come back to the channel. It's huge. It really, really helps. And it is 1:17 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel to be productive, and you're always welcome. We just want to encourage you. Other than that, yeah, I'll be back here tomorrow. I'm here every day. Oh, how about cruise? Oh, that was it. Julia, thank you for reminding me. I was just going to say that ignore MAGA. They're being heinous. Apparently, Elizabeth Warren was leaning against something, and it gave way, like a desk or something, and it gave way beneath her, and she landed on her rear end, and she's okay. She's okay. But believe it or not, Ted Cruz came over and offered his arm to help her out. I will give him credit for that. I will give him credit for that. Doesn't mean I like him. Doesn't mean I agree with this other stuff. But I'll give him credit for that. Because decency is in very short supply. So, there we go. All right. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. So hang in there. All right. And I will see you right back here tomorrow. Be well. Be well. Hang in there.